Okay, folks, Dave here, AF5DN, and today I'm going to be going over a few of the accessories for the Baofeng UV-5R. One of those accessories will be the extended battery and the battery replacement for your car charger. And there'll be a few more, so let's go over to the bench and get a better look. Alright, this video I'm going to go over some of the accessories that are available for this radio. And I'm just going to slide that aside here real quick. And the first unique thing that they make for these radios is an extended battery pack. Now the battery pack in these works on the charger base just the same as the battery that comes with the radio. This is an option. You have to buy it separately. And let me just go ahead and show you putting that on there. What's the big difference? Well, let's see in the size. And they are both, let me zoom you in here a little bit, maybe you can see this. Okay, they are both 7.4 volt batteries. The difference is 1800 milliamp hours, 3600 milliamp hours. So you can see this is nearly twice the capacity. Nearly twice. And it's always a good idea to have a spare battery. I would keep this one charged up and keep it handy. But for my everyday use, for what I'm going to be using it for, I want the extra power. I'm going to be using the large battery. And it goes in just the same as the standard battery. It clicks in place. It actually makes the unit a little larger. It actually feels a little bit more substantial in your hand. I don't particularly care for just me, I don't particularly care for the little teeny tiny radios. So I like the bulk of this radio with the bigger battery. Alright. Now another option they make for this guy is a car adapter. Okay. Now let me clarify. They do make a car adapter that plugs into the cigarette lighter, that plugs into the charger base, that you can charge the radio in the charger base in your car. That's not what I want to show you, because I personally think those are ridiculous. What this does is it is a replacement for the battery. Unfortunately, they do not make this charger back in yellow, or I would have purchased one. But it essentially just eliminates the battery. It's a battery eliminator, and then plugs into the car cigarette lighter, or accessory port as they are calling them these days. Okay, so there's another option. And you can see it's very easy to switch back and forth between the batteries, the charge back, and all that. Okay, now this particular radio also had an option. It is computer programmable. These are fairly standard cables. They are USB, and this programming cable goes right in there, just like the headset and the handset and all those kind of guys. This goes into your computer. Okay. So that's an accessory. Now, when you typically, if you buy one specifically for the radio, they will also give you software. The software typically has the USB to serial port drivers. There are Windows 98, Windows Vista /7 drivers, Windows USB to serial drivers. And then also the software, the actual programming software. The drivers and the software are both available for download on my website, AF5DN, for this radio if for some reason you can't get the disc, or if you have one of these from a different radio and you don't want to get the disc, you can download them off of AF5DN.com. Okay. Now, always an optional is an additional longer antenna. I did buy this one from the same people that I bought the Baofeng from. This is a dual band. It is their better one. It's in Nagoya. And it just screws on just like the factory. Now, the only thing I do not care about on this radio, and I haven't done it yet, but I'll tell you a quick fix because I've done it with other radios that are similar. These antennas have a pretty good sized lip on them that go down inside this little recess. And I'm going to zoom this in here so you can see that a little bit better. See what I'm talking about. You can see there's a gap right in here now. Well, on these antennas, the way they're made, there is a fairly deep lip that actually goes inside this little gizmo. Here's the cool part. Go down to Home Depot, Lowe's, Ace Hardware, one of those guys. Take this guy with you. Go over to the plumbing department. In the plumbing department, you're going to find all different sizes of black rubber O-rings for faucet repair. And you will find one. I didn't pick one up for this yet. I will. You will find a black rubber faucet O-ring that will set right down over there. Sit right down over that guy. And then when you screw these on, it will fill that gap and make it look a little bit better. Now, functionality wise, it's going to function just fine, just the way it is. I just don't like the way it looks. Okay. Alright, so we got the antenna. Now, another option, very inexpensive option, that's going to make it work better in your car. This is also from Nagoya. It is just a very inexpensive dual band magnetic base antenna. It is not a super duper magnetic base. You probably wouldn't want to leave it on your car while you're driving very much. If you are using these radios for emergency purposes, this is small enough. Okay, this little guy here is small enough that you can keep this under your seat, or probably wouldn't go in the glove box, but under your seat or in the trunk or something like that. And then when you needed to use your radio in case of an emergency, you can put these little guys right on here. Like so. Now, my preference, let me tell you, my preference would have been a BNC connector here. That is what I ordered. They did not ship it. But, alas, let me pull this stuff out of the way. I can deal with that because this little antenna with the base stuck on the base of your car is going to give you much better transmission and reception than that. A little bit better than this one. Okay, but you can see this thing goes way off the screen. I don't even think I can get it on the screen all the way. See, it's way off the screen. It's way up here. Okay, so there it is. That's another option. And my last option, and I was disappointed with this also, is a handheld microphone. Now, they make these in black, and for this radio, I will probably go back and get a black one. Now, as you can see, the coloration is different. This is my fault, because when I looked at the pictures on the website, I saw they were two different pictures. They were not side by side like this. I saw this color, I saw this color, I said to myself, they are different. I said to myself, well, maybe it wasn't a good photo. Maybe this really is this color. But alas, it was a perfect photo, because this is the exact same color that I saw on the website, and as you can see, it doesn't match very well. However, these actually do work very well in the radio. Okay. And what it does is it takes the this part is your speaker, and there's a little mic here. Okay. I don't think I've got anything. Let me see if I can stick this on something. Yeah, see, I don't have anything magnetic right here. I'm going to pause the camera for just a second, untie this, and I've got a pretty good chunk of metal back behind me here that I'm going to plug this into. Okay, guys, here's what I'm going to try this radio on, this antenna on. Right up there on the top of my indoor punching bag support. I'm going to give that a shot. All right, so let's see if I can get anything out of here to the repeater. All right, well, it talked back to me there a minute. Let me see if I can make a contact on this. AF5DN. Alas, this is a Saturday afternoon. This particular repeater is not very busy, so it's not surprising that I'm not getting any response. Typically on this repeater, you can just throw out your call sign and 150 people will come back to you. But this little repeater that I'm hitting here is with this antenna is probably about 26 miles from here, and I am inside a house that has a radiant barrier, so that's actually pretty good. Okay, so there is some of the accessories that you can get for the radio. You have a antenna with a long cable, magnetic base. You have a handheld microphone. See if I can get this stuff up here where you can see it. Okay. Handheld microphone. There's the original antenna. You can get another third-party antenna. USB programming cable and software, and a battery replacement. Okay, so that's going to be it for me today on this video. And that's some of the accessories that you can get for the Baofeng, however you want to pronounce it, your choice on the pronunciation. UV-5R. AF5DN, appreciate you watching.